Dear students, today I am here with a new chapter from your syllabus, and today we will learn about this topic, urbanization. Okay, so here what point we are going to cover today. First, here today's point of discussion I have written, what do you mean by the term urbanization? Then difference between rural settlement and urban settlement. Number 3, some important cities of the world, and here number 4, background of urban settlements. Okay, so here first we are going to know the first point. What do you mean? It means that what do we mean by the term urbanization? The term urbanization, it has been derived from the term or from the word urban, which means that cities or towns. Okay, so by this term, the urbanization term, it basically has been derived from this, and it means that urbanization means this kind of settlement will have all the characteristics of cities or towns. Okay, so here we will get to know people will have more complicated life, people live close to each other. Even here, when we will get to know the difference between rural settlement and urban settlement, I think it will be more clear what urban settlement it looks like. I think all people you are living, maximum all of you are living in that urban areas, wherever you are using this technology to say that videos and this kind of you are using right now in this pandemic situation, you are getting the classes through this technology. So here, those who are using this technology, it means they are obviously living in that urban and cities area where the facilities are available. Okay, whereas on the other hand, if we compare with the rural settlement, first we have to know what is rural settlement. Rural settlement actually village or remote areas where this kind of facilities, whatever we are enjoying, are not present there. So here some points I have written, you can see, and you easily can differentiate between rural settlement and urban settlement. Settlement in the villages are known as rural settlement. Settlement in the cities are known as urban settlement. Obviously here that rural settlement, it will not be there, it means village will not be there within the city. So it will be outside of the city, outside of the urban area, and here urban settlements, all the features of the cities we can see. So it means it is a part of the urban settlements, that is a part of a city. People live in spacious area. In the village and rural areas, people used to enjoy the open space. They are having more space. Even sometimes we used to see that they are living in farmhouses. Okay, sometimes we have seen they are living they're far to each other. It means scattered settlement maximum we can get to see in village area. But in the other hand, in cities you will see people are living close to each other. Nowadays, in main cities of India, in our country, wherever we will look at that, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, how people are living in the multi-storied building. And there are flat systems. Even not only that, in sectors those who are living, they are living very close to each other because due to lack of space. But this kind of scenario we can't get to see in village, some remote areas from the city. Now here, number 4, here I have forgotten to say that wherever the settlement in that rural area that is scattered or dispersed, in the other hand, or on the other hand in the village city area, the type of settlement always will be nucleated, maximum nucleated, compact, congested. And then the 4, the rural area, basically people do not have all the modern facility. Obviously they are not having all the facilities, just I have given the example, and their life is more simple. They are not having that much burden. They are not suffering due to that much depressions. Wherever we are getting to listen that kind of problem in the cities areas, in that urban area, people are having number of problems. They are facing number of challenges, obviously because they are in that also race. They are competing with each other. and here this kind of competition, due to that people are suffering in due to depressions, due to frustrations, and that's why the life become totally complicated. But here the villages are so simple. Villages, wherever they basically engage in that primary activity like farming, fishing, hunting, this kind of profession they used to carry. Even we have seen people depend their life depending on this kind of profession. But whatever we are getting to see from the field, from the mine area, whatever that raw materials we are getting, that's sending to that industries in the city. So industries area or the cities area, manufacturing productions we are getting to see. So in the cities area, people are basically they engaged in the secondary and tertiary kind of activity. Even tertiary, you know that in that city area people are having good transportation, hospitalizations and medical facilities. Means this is coming, and these are coming in that part of tertiary sectors, tertiary activity. On the other hand, in secondary sectors like manufacturing industry, these are okay. So here next, here people generally, here I have covered this, but you can write more points in that rural settlement and urban settlements according to you, whatever we are getting to see. Okay. Students, so we have done this 2 point. Number 3, we will use some important cities of the world. Obviously that wherever the world basically having 196 plus that countries, some countries are not coming in that category of the countries because they are not having the characteristics of the countries. That's why they are not in that category. But out of 196 countries, here we will see some countries are having one of very it means modern technology, very developed, and all the facilities, and very dense also. Here I think all of you know the name of Shanghai, Beijing of China. These are very populated and as well as very developed cities of China. In India, we know that Delhi, Mumbai, these are also like same way very popular and very populous according to the number of population as well as according to the number of development in the world. In India, okay, Mumbai and Delhi. And on the other hand, we also know that name of the Tokyo city in Japan. Like this way, there are a number of cities are present in this world which are too much developed, and in all the characteristics whatever we are getting to see urban settlements, we can see all the characteristics features in this kind of that cities. Here in the exam, the question can come that give the example of any 2 major cities or the biggest or largest populous city of the world. So you can write about Indian city as well as you also can write any of the other cities of the world. Okay. Now background, that is very important point, how actually urban settlement started. Okay, this point is very important. Background of urban settlement. Do you know, students, that how the urban settlement actually started? Yes, you have read in 6th class where you have read the ancient civilization. You all know the ancient civilization like Indus Valley civilization, like Chinese civilization, Egyptian civilizations, Mesopotamian civilization. Obviously you have read this civilization where it has now also basically these developed, they have developed or set up near the river bank. Okay, you know that Chinese civilization near that river Yangtze Kiang and Huanghu, and wherever we are talking about Indus Valley, obviously it is near to that in the river bank of Indus River. Same way, all the civilization they have set up and they developed near to the river bank. But why? There should be some reasons. Yes, obviously main 3 reasons were there. First was there that food, that is the food production of crop or food production. So here we also can write production of crop. Okay, crops. Number 2, water supply. water supply, and number 3, there is a transportation. You know student, the main needs. So here we are having the main needs that is the which are known as primary needs. Shelter, that food, shelter and clothes. When our food demand it will fulfill, we will look after for the next level or next kind of demand it will arise. So first people also they first look after for this production of food. Why production of food? I just have said they also had chosen and they set up near to that river bank. Why? Because the river bank are basically having the deposition of alluvial soil, which is most fertile soil, and in that soil easily can grow crops, any of the crops. That's why the ancient people, the first settled down near to the river bank because they first started to grow the crops there. They started agricultural work there. Now after that, not only this point, after that they also it was very easy to get water from the rivers, so that was another reason. And then transportation, the next point it come that when they were getting production of food, basically all the foods they were getting water supply, it was there very nice. So they thought whatever excess food was there, why they are not also, it means exchanging with other necessary products with other civilization. So the transportation, so the waterways it become the way of transportation that time. That's why these 3 objectives keeping in mind, people, all the civilization, basically people, they set up near river bank. Now the main point is here that they started settlement there. But after some time, I have just said the transportation it was there because they wanted to exchange the food or things with other civilization. It means somehow the trading started, trading business. Gradually some people they converted and diverted basically in other profession and converted in the businessman, not the farmers. From the farmers to that businessman, like this way. Gradually their responsibilities also increasing, and finally their life become complicated. If you will see the civilization, you will get to know even nowadays in Punjab that Harappa civilization, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, if you will see how the town planning it had done that time, that still now that it is some basically you know that very good important point for the historians, for the archaeologists. So it means that from that time only people started to develop their city, and they developed their city as well as urbanization started. Okay, so here students, you also get to know this kind of cities even in right now in different parts of the world. Some city in you can see in Italy, Rome, that is having still, that is the Rome is the oldest, one of the oldest city of the world. Still there people are living. Even in that India, in Pakistan, that Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, these are that inhabitable people are living there. And not only that, other some civilization, that cities which developed that ancient period, still now people are living there. So this way the civilization process started, and finally this civilization, how it has grown with the time. And you are getting to see there was a time some years, one century back, when people were not known about the telephones, and after that time somehow it has come to that receiver phone. Then people were not happy, people started working with keypad phone, and people having more demand, that's why smartphone. And I think people also not happy right now. Maybe in future they will do or invent something new. Means with the demand, with the time, how that everything is developing. Same way with that time, that cities are growing in different sense. It is developing in different sense, technologically, financially, then all the facilities, everything will be available in the cities. I think students, you have understood all these 4 points whatever I have discussed here. So stay tuned to know more information about this chapter. So till then, thank you.